Good morning, Leo. This is David with Tarot and Astrology for All, bringing you your full moon reading and the energy that's going to be encompassing you or your sign for the next 2 weeks or until the next new moon. And for those of you who are not familiar with my channel, I am David, and this is Tarot and Astrology for All. I am an intuit, I am an astrologer, and I am a tarot reader. I use three different decks. I use the Animal Spirit deck. I use the Brian Froud Fairies. And I also use the Tarot as well to give you the full scope of information that you would need to know. And also, I use the astrological chart, the whole sign one, starting off with your sign being in the first house. And I find that it's actually very accurate. So until I learn sidereal astrology, that's what I'm going to be doing. And we're going to figure out the energy that's right here for you. I'm going to do the same thing that I did with Aries. And as you can tell, the sun is rising. So I'm doing all the fire signs first, followed by the air signs, and then earth signs. And I'll save the water signs for last. So this is for. This is for sun, moon, and rising. And I go off of the lunar readings mainly because, as a Cancer ascendant, I find that I connect best to the lunar energy. And this last or this full moon that just passed last night, for whatever reason, like had me all energized. I could not sleep. I woke up at 3 something in the morning, and yeah. So here we are, 4 hours later, having done some productive work and listening to some information that has pushed me forward now with a new sense of confidence. So if you guys listen to other readers, please listen to other readers. And if there's any correlation between what I draw and what other intuits or tarot readers or somebody else draws, then use that information. Go ahead and mention that in the comments below, guys, because it helps me to know that I'm on the right track. Also, one thing that I want to say too is that even though I've been shuffling these cards for forever now, I'm going to look at the bottom card and see, what kind of energy you may be encompassing right now or in your future, or what it is that's working right now in this now moment. All right, so with the oyster at the bottom, I do feel like some of you guys are keeping to yourselves, and this could be, this could be sign related with the reading for Aries. I drew the turtle, so the turtle actually has somewhat of the same connotation. Oh, look at that! So wow, oh wow. All right, so I do feel that the cards that are necessary have come up, which is very interesting because I do feel like some of you guys need to pay attention to your vibrations, to your feelings. I do feel like you guys need to kind of quell the fire a little bit. I do feel that some of you guys are acting mostly out of emotion with the stingray coming out. I do feel like there's a necessary sense to build courage or to build a spine. Not that you guys are spineless, it's just that you guys are not stepping into your full Leo traits. But I do feel that to whatever degree that's what's being called of you right now. You guys are being called to be leaders, right? As I believe all fire signs are going to be uh, experiencing the same information. But I do feel that to whatever extent, just like Aries drew the whale, you guys drew the nightingale. So I do feel that there's a necessary need for you guys to call out to the universe, for you guys to say some kind of message to the universe, just like Aries, and to gain some clarity and some insight. Because, um, with this 11/11 portal that just happened on 11, or the opening of the portal, and the closing of the portal on 12/12, there's going to be a lot of transformations for a lot of the different signs. And as far as the fire signs go, it seems like they're being called to become leaders or to activate that fire principle within them. And I do feel like you guys are going to be grounding. You guys are going to be removing the negative energy that you guys may have held within you. I do feel like you guys are in the process releasing negative energy, releasing blocked energy, um, maybe even doing some heart chakra meditation to basically allow you to be emotionally calm. Because I do feel that to whatever extent you guys do have some kind of emotional turmoil going on right now. This could be inner turmoil, and you guys are holding back. With the wolf may be hurting, but it will never say so. Um, it stands at the front of the pack, and it leads the pack regardless of its condition. So I do feel like this is you in a sense that there may be hurts, there may be fears, there may be discouragement that's going on. However, in the face of it all, you guys are keeping that calm and that cool composure. So, all right, all right. So, Iris of the Rainbow. I do feel that some of you guys with this card coming out have, to one extent or another, experienced certain things, certain changes that have made you lost hope. And at the same time, with this card in the reverse, it speaks of some kind of hurt, some kind of uh, how would I say it could be uh, some kind of wound to your dreams. Maybe you haven't been taking the proper steps to reach your dreams. Maybe it could be that you were the leader of a group and the group did not work together to help you achieve your dreams. It could be that that's why you are trying to go off on your own. You're trying to be a lone wolf, so to speak. But I do feel that regardless of what's going on, you guys are not listening to the vibrations of the universe. You guys are activating that fire principle within you, but you guys are not, how would I say, there's a necessary need for you guys to connect to the energy of Earth, specifically the energy of fire. You need to balance this fire out. And balancing the fire out or giving a call to the universe is actually going to help you to activate the base chakra, which is what I feel is necessary for you guys to activate in order to be calm and collected. And also, I do feel that this has something to do with the sacral chakra and, using that passion, that fire that you have within you to move forward with hope and to inspire others because the wolf is an inspirational leader, and the wolf is not only intellectually smart, but he's grounded. He's calm. He's collected. If you guys ever see wolves or ever get the chance to see wolves as they hunt, it's actually pretty interesting. They need not speak. I do believe that they communicate by some kind of telepathic link. Could be by pheromones too. Who knows? But I do feel that that's what's necessary here. Because to whatever degree, with Ive the Retriever in the reverse, this coming out to 5 also, through these changes that have been going on, you may have been telling yourself that you can't, that you can't do this, you can't do that, you don't have the resources, etc., which is not the way to go about things. I do feel like you have plenty of resources at your disposal, and you have plenty more resources that you can call upon, Leo. So, um, Ive the Retriever hasn't forgotten your dreams, and neither should you. And it's really weird that I mentioned dreams. I'm getting goosebumps right now. So with Chiron in your ninth house and Aries, that fire principle being out of balance. Uh, I do feel that you guys have been feeling uh, the wounds, coming up, maybe childhood wounds. This could be uh, like wounds about maybe traveling. I do get the idea of travel here, and so maybe you haven't been able to do the studying that you guys have been wanting to do in order to be able to do the research that's necessary in order to be able to move forward with your dreams. But I do feel that maybe to one degree you guys have been having some kind of harsh communication within relationships, and I do feel that's that fire principle that's going on right here, right, with the tarantula in the reverse. And I do feel that you guys, it's a necessary need for you guys to call upon the universe because look at the dragonfly is one of the highest vibrational energies in the animal spirit deck, and it's in the reverse. So I do feel like just like Aries, you guys have to look at the fine details of things. You guys have to look at your dreams and look at what steps you need to take in order to get there. And I do feel that with Neptune in the eighth house right now for you, that it's not hard. The This fog right here that you guys are experiencing, it's meant to be in your way so that you guys can call out to the universe. I do feel like you guys are suffering unnecessarily, just like Aries is. But let's see what else comes out. Lutas the Wild. Yes, I do feel like you guys are um, being a little hasty, being a little impulsive. Um, Regardless of these changes that are going on, there's a necessary need to stop for a second, reflect, reassess, especially with the Mercury retrograde going on right now. It's necessary for you guys uh, to take this energy and to call out to source, because the 5 and the 7 they reduce to 12, and 12 reduces to 3. So there's an oh wow. So we had a couple cards, come flying out. I do feel like it's necessary for you to remove this mask that maybe you've been keeping. 3 and 4, it comes to 7. So there's a necessary need uh, to reassess what's going on. I do feel that to whatever degree you guys have not been feeling like you've been able to, or like you'll be able to reach your dreams, and at the same time, you guys have not been listening to your intuition with the Singer of Intuition in the reverse. I do feel like you guys have not really been thinking about it. Maybe you guys have been receiving these signs from the universe, but you guys have not been seeing them in your haste. And once again, the Singer of Intuition is the number 7, as you can see here. And this is asking you to assess everything that's going on in your lives. And by doing this, you guys will be able to reassess how you can reach your dreams. And at the same time, it'll give you the steps to do so. Because the wolf is organized. The wolf, likes to set up a plan and then execute. So I do feel, to whatever degree, that there's a necessary need um, to assess things, reevaluate things, especially with the Mercury retrograde right now. And with the fawn, I do feel like it's necessary to trust in that natural magic that's going on right now. Trust the process, and at the same time, once you do so, you'll gain a sense of unity with the universe with the one card. So, yeah, there you go. Now we're gonna go ahead and go to the Rider Waite Tarot, and I mean this message is actually pretty clear, guys. There's a mask that you guys have been carrying, this mask of hopelessness, this mask of um, feeling like you have no connection to the universe. However, the universe has been trying to communicate with you all along, but the universe is not going to help anybody who doesn't try to help themselves, right? So I do feel that you guys need to call out to the universe, ask the universe for help, ask your angels, your guides, God, whoever it is that you believe in, and there's ask them for that help, because once you do so, you'll see that the universe has been sending you signs this whole time, and I do feel like there's a necessary need to be receptive to this energy. All right, so let's shuffle this deck here. Oh, okay, so there's a necessary need to drop burdens. I do feel like some of you guys are feeling like overly burdened, and I mean, I do feel that these burdens that you're feeling are the reason why you're not feeling the hope, you're not feeling the joy, you're not feeling and I do believe that this is the reason why you're not seeing the uh, the signs of the universe. I do feel that, however, though, that you guys are going to be making a decision with the King of Wands to move forward with your passion. However, I do feel like it's necessary to kind of pay attention to the small details. If necessary, go ahead and do some sun meditation. This is meditation where you basically sit in a horse stance. You put your hands on your knees and you stare up at some kind of light source. Usually, the best light source is the sun. And as far as the lizard goes, from the symbology that I get, it's one of those cards that I mean, it's one of those animals that has to look at the sun in order to regain its vision. And I do feel that vision right here is a key word now. Um, but look at that. This is the fire element, and guess what? That's you right there. That's your sign right there. This is a sign of Leo. I attribute this card to Leos specifically. But I do feel that once you start telling yourself that you can, I feel that you guys are going to be able to move forward with passion. You guys are going to be able to balance this fire energy that's going on, and it all takes having to slow down for a second and to call out to the universe so that you can become one with the universe, gain that information that you need, and then allow yourself to be able to transform and change, especially during this portal that's going on right now. I do feel that you guys are being hasty within a relationship. I do feel like to whatever degree you guys feel like this soulmate connection is not for you. But I do feel that you guys are being hasty at this point in time. You guys are it's necessary for you guys. Ooh, excuse me. It's very necessary for you guys to connect to the source first, or look towards the source of whatever these problems are within your relationships. And I do feel like a lot of people are having relationship issues, possibly the fire signs more than anybody else. I don't know why I got that, but then there it is. um, let's see. Let's see what else comes out. And at the same time, I do feel that you guys are kind of rushing ahead in relationships. I do feel that you guys need to stop and take a second to really take a look at things, because to whatever degree this emotional instability is what's causing you not to be able to connect to source, right? I mentioned that earlier, the emotional instability, and it's got you feeling like you can't reach for your dreams, right? But I do feel that with the Queen of Cups in the reverse, it's explaining that very clearly. All right, let's see. What other information does source have for you, Leo? Oh, oh, okay, that's way too many cards. All right, let's see. Yeah, the decision is yours, guys. Connect to the natural magic of the universe, or stay in your suffering. I mean, it doesn't get any the information here doesn't get any easier um, than that. You know, I feel that a lot of you guys are focusing on regrets. However, I do feel that some of you guys will be dropping those regrets. And like I said, you guys are going to be moving forward with passion. You guys are going to be moving forward with a newfound sense of courage. You guys are going to be moving with a newfound sense of confidence to you guys. You guys are going to be feeling very abundant so long as you do this work, because, you know, when it comes to doing the inner work, sometimes it's not that easy. Sometimes it's very hard. And I do feel that with all of these cards that came out right now, if you give that call out to the universe, you'll gain that strength that you need, right? And you'll gain that leadership principle and that fire principle that you need in order to lead properly. And at the same time, you guys will be stepping into your full power. So that's very good. Now I'm gonna go into the astrological portion of it. You guys have Mars in your third house right now, and in your third house of the third house is a house of communications. However, with Libra there, this is communications having to do within a relationship, and with Mars, you know, that Mars energy, it has the ability to create arguments of sorts. I do feel that it's necessary for you guys to kind of bring it down a few notches. Go ahead and listen. I do feel like this is part of what this message is to listen, and at the same time, once you're able to listen, then you'll have the ability to actually do that deep research that you need. Uh, you know, to bring out those secrets that might be causing these relationship turmoils to happen. And you know, whenever it comes to a relationship, communication is actually very important. And once you're actually able to have that communication, I do feel like the energy within the home sector is going to balance itself out. With Mercury retrograde right now, sorry guys, mm. With Mercury retrograde right now, a lot of people are feeling imbalanced on the mental level, but also on the spiritual level. And of course, you know, once this imbalance is sit at the spiritual level, it just cascades on down from the to the mental and emotional and to the physical. So I do feel that once you call out to source, And I sound like a broken record now, of course. But once you do that and you make the decision to connect to the natural magic of the universe, you have the ability to move forward. You have Venus and Jupiter in your fifth house in Sagittarius. Some of you guys might be feeling adventurous. Some of you guys might be wanting to go on a vacation. Uh, I do feel like some of you guys, it's necessary to activate those innate and magical abilities within yourself. I do feel that to one degree or another, it's necessary to allow your magical powers to come alive, because this is when you feel um, this is when you'll feel in your element. This is when you'll feel in your power, and you're being called to remove all the unnecessary things from your life. You know, these unnecessary day-to-day things that are causing you not to have the courage, not to have the hope that you need, right? But at the same time, Pluto is helping you to reorganize everything so that you have the ability to move forward um, with with passion. And I do feel that to whatever degree, once you have this ability to move forward with passion, this will allow you to actually have a transformative process going on with Neptune and Pisces in your eighth house. I do feel like there is a transformation that's going on for you right here, right now, Leo. And at the same time, you guys might be going through certain wounds within the work sector. But I do see you guys kind of withdrawing right now and going into wait, no. You guys, I do see that you guys have like these I mean, yeah, you guys are having some kind of trouble with Uranus going backwards in your 10th house of Taurus. But I do feel like you guys are going to be coming up with these ideas so long as you revise and re-edit whatever it is that you guys have been uh, thinking about. With Chiron in your ninth house, like I said, there's that wound with your vision. Maybe you guys have been telling yourself that you can't, and that's what's allowed you not to be able to plan for things like vacations and stuff like that. But with the moon in your 11th house right now, I do feel like there's a necessary need for you guys to get out there, for you guys to socialize. And I do feel that to whatever degree, this is going to cause you guys um, to really think about what your life has been like right now. And it's going to allow you to be able uh, to move forward with passion. Now, you guys have the North Node in Cancer in the 12th house. So some of you guys might be feeling like you're in a prison. Some of you guys might be feeling like you're losing your damn minds. I do feel that this is necessary for you guys to undergo this process, because the 12th house is not just a house of self undoing or a prison or an asylum or anything like that. It's also the house of deep knowledge. This is a house of Pisces and of Neptune. So, the waters are deep. And what Source is asking for you is to dig deep for that compassion, dig deep for that love. Because once you do, and once the North Node goes into Gemini, you guys are going to be communicating what you've learned. So, with that, I hope you guys resonated with this reading. If you did, please like, share, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell right there next to it, so that you guys do not miss the next videos that are going to come out. I don't know if I mentioned it for Leo or for Aries, but I will be trying to do these readings or do some readings every 2 or 3 days, or as the moon changes signs. So this is going to allow me to kind of solidify a schedule, but at the same time, it's going to allow me to get the information out to you guys so that you guys see how your emotions change, how your intuition develops, and so that you guys can learn to trust your intuition and, have that ability to move forward with confidence, with grace, with passion. So, with that being said, this is the end of your reading, Leo. I hope you liked it. Once again, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell down at the bottom, and I will see you guys in a couple of days when I do your guys' moon reading. So, well, when I do the moon reading for all the signs. So, with that being said, I hope you guys have a great morning. I am David with Tarot and Astrology for All, signing out. Have a good morning.